This session is being recorded and live streaming to our Facebook page. The whole session will be 1 hour and the last 10 minutes will be our Q&A session. Please mute your mic and feel free to comment in the chat section.
Okay, hi everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. My name is Wang Jiayue.
And I'm Yong Wan Jun, and we will be your MC today. It is our pleasure to welcome you all this morning. I hope you all enjoy your breakfast while listening to us. We would like to thank you again for joining us for this special sharing sessions on how animal shelter break through COVID-19 via social media.
So before we get started, we will briefly introduce our team members who are Tae Yixin, Yong Mei Ting, Chu Huai En, Wong Yu Ting, Go Kami, and lastly Lee Sin Ting. We are students who are currently studying for a bachelor degree of public relations from Tunku Abdul Rahman University College, which is TARC. For those who actually follow our Facebook and Instagram page, you guys already know who will be our guest speaker, right?
Close the door here. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Auntie. Hi, Auntie Irene.
Hi,
Yeah,
morning.
it seems like some people who have already noticed about My Pets Heaven before, or I saw the sharing section there.
So actually, My Pet Heaven is an independent shelter, independent rescues and adoption shelter.
Hi, Auntie Eileen. Can you mind to close your mic, turn off your mic, because it has echo. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So fortunately, we've invited the founder of My Pets Heaven, which is Miss Eileen Lee. Welcome her. We would like to welcome her to briefly introduce herself and what has inspired her to form My Pets Heaven. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hi.
Hi,
Morning,
Auntie Eileen. Morning.
What was the question? I forgot. Sorry.
The question is,
I
can you
started
just
5 in the
briefly
morning walking the dog, so I'm a bit
Yeah. So can you briefly introduce yourself and My Pets Heaven?
Okay. Hi. So this is our 10 year already with all the rescue and I'm the sole finder lah because the reason is I felt the animals should be controlled lah. There are too many out in the street lah. The population. So there's one thing inspire me to come and really rescue them and neuter them to at least control the population lah. And been it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job, but it's a lot of work, patience, and we are here actually to voice out to people that have to neuter their dogs and all that, like, to guide them all the way. As you know, we have volunteer coming here, right? So this part of our main aim to word of mouth also, so that to control the population and how to guide them all the way lah. That's me lah. Okay, I'm 64 years old this year, not that young anymore. So I'm trying all my best to guide all to educate the people and plus the student that come to do the volunteer in the shop. That's about me lah. My aim lah. So we don't to see any puppies on the street. They've been poisoned and knocked down by cars and also caught by town council, things like that. So this is the reason why inspired me to help all the dogs, to get them, at least they can find home also for them, things like that. All right.
Yeah, so Miss Eileen, may I know that who is the first dog that you rescued and that dog that started to inspire you to start rescue other dogs?
Okay, the name is called Wong Choi. It's just that we are doing the renovation, the shop. There was this little puppy that come into the front. I said, hey, what are you doing here? And I got no food, I got nothing. So, and the only thing I think of was to take him to the vet straight away to deflea and deworm and live in the vet there for a while because my place not ready yet. So after a week, so when everything was set up, So I took him back, and to my surprise, people come and adopt. I said, wow, even stray can be adopted. So why not I rescue them and put in a shop and get them home? So that's how it started. So Wong Choi is happily, I think he's about 11 or 12 years already.
Also mean that Wan Chai now is still alive.
Still alive, looking after a fish farm.
I think he's a lucky dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's very lucky.
yeah. Very surprisingly, people adopt now. I took back to the shop, I put in a cage there, before the water, and people come. Oh, there's a dog here. What breed? I said, oh, these are mixed breed. Can be adopted. So he said, oh, why not? We got a farm here. We want to a guard dog as well. So he take along. That's how he started. So I start feeding and start bringing in dogs like this. That's how it started.
Yeah, okay. So Miss Eileen, could you turn off the audio for first?
Janice, how to turn off the audio?
Need Janice help.
Yeah, I'm not good in
Yeah, can. Yeah, okay. Cause I'm sorry for that because our system Google Meet has the echo. So when we ask questions, right, and then you on your audio, and then we will like be talking together, so you had the echo happens. Yeah, so maybe like the following sharing session, maybe I will like ask you questions, and then I will close my audio, and then Miss Eileen, you can just turn on your audio, and when I'm asking questions, and you can turn off. Okay, sorry for the troublesomeness. And thank you so much, Miss Eileen, for introducing her and My Pet Seven. And Miss Eileen, I also would like to borrow this opportunity to tell you that I'm actually a big fan of My Pet Heaven and you also, because I follow My Pet Heaven Instagram ever since I've adopted my dog. My dog is also a mixed breed dog, and I go and adopt him at Sungai Buloh, I think. And also because I'm very interested in watching those rescuing strays video, and it really influences me a lot that being adopting than shop. It really influences me a lot and changed my mindset about the mixed breed dog. Miss Eileen, did you on your audio?
Yeah, it's nice to do that because they also need a home, and then they are very intelligent. I'm telling you, they're very smart and low maintenance. They're also loyal to you. They're always around you. So this is part of our Malaysian street dog, and people doesn't know. They thought they are just local street dogs, and they rather buy, and then some like to show off that I got a big husky, I got a big Doberman, things like that. But all these are going to in the long run, they're going to encourage a breeder to breed more. And here we are trying to not to encourage a breeder, so ask them not to buy, just to adopt, don't buy. And people still some is like okay, some like to show off, some is like want to breed themselves, just so they buy a pair and then they start breeding and selling. It's all money, it's all due to money. It's very good money. If 1 month you can sell 2 dogs, you're quite well to do already. This is just to buy a dog is $100, you sell for about 1,500. This is all down to money lah. So in the end, they have this in-house breeding. In-house breeding, and they start selling, and then the dog become like sick after buying it because of the in-house. My father, anyone knows about in-house breeding? Do you know about in-house breeding?
Yeah, I know in-house breeding. I some before.
Yeah, in-house breeding is like father and daughter, mother and son, brother and sister. So it's not healthy. So people don't know. They don't know. They thought it's they have good breed. They buy from overseas, like from France. And how many people can actually go and buy dog from France or Spain to breed? So when you buy and then you start breeding, and this is what happened. Just like the puppy mill. Have you seen puppy mill actually in the Instagram or in the social? People talk about in-house breeding. The mother is all like skinny. They are put out there in a cage to breed 1 year twice. And then the puppy is not healthy. All they want is money. So please stop buying dogs. Just adopt. That would be good. All right.
So without further ado, Let's move to the purpose for all of us being here today. So, Auntie Eileen, would you mind sharing with us whether my pets haven't faced any problem during this COVID-19 pandemic, and what are the solutions on this matter? Like any financial issue or
Okay, you'd be surprised during the MCO or FMCO, there are a lot of people come forward to adopt dogs because they're all working from home, and then they want to like have a chance to have a dog and how is it like a how should I say it? They want to know how is it like to have a dog in a house, what are the things they're facing. So most of our dogs are adopted during this time, you know, and then we got them all the way lah, and then we have like rescue dogs from outside, and we have some financial thing because there are a lot of dogs that are really really sick, and then they have to be operated, have to be brought in the vet to do the wound cleaning, and then we also have like virus around, like distemper and power things. So rescuing dog is not just what do you call that? Just to rescue a dog, but there's a lot of things that you're going to eat, like take them for deflea, deworm, and then have to stay down there to test for any virus, so that and then we can guide them when this type of virus come. What are the things you should do and not to do? So it's a lot of things, and then it costs a lot of money to stay in the vet. You know what I mean? So they have to board there, and then when they got distemper, we have to take them out because it's airborne disease. They're not allowed to mix with other dogs. Just like recently, we've got 2 more affected with the virus, and now we are here in this house. It's my friend's house that we keep the dog here away from other dogs with distemper. So during the pandemic, to my surprise, there are a lot of dogs adopted, and but when the time come, also got people return the dog because they say, Auntie, I need to go to work, I cannot keep this dog anymore, things like that. So we allow fostering. So when you're fostering a dog, we allow you to bring back the dog. We ask you not to adopt now, you just foster first. So we got more space in the shop, at least to help other dogs to come in. You know what I mean? So during the pandemic was really a good, challenging. Actually, it was very good. I never faced like my shop sometimes empty without dogs. So it's very good. It's good of them to come forward to have a chance to actually own a dog. To actually at least will help them in many many ways. Some are very sad when this thing comes, they cannot go out. So the dog will be there to cheer them up, things like that. So it's very very good. So I'm very very happy about it.
Yeah, and Auntie Eileen, because I follow my Pets Heaven Instagram, right, and I noticed that there's a period that where's a lot of dogs, right, who die because of canine distemper, right? Is this virus that before COVID-19 already have this virus, or after COVID-19 it only appears on dog symptom?
Okay, we have third wave of distemper actually was before the COVID started. Initially, there's a lot of people call me and say, Auntie, I rescued this puppy, can I bring in? There's a litter of puppy with the mud, can I bring in? You know, it's so hard for me to say no to them. I know how they feel because they got no place to put the dog. But we don't allow any dog to come to the shop straight away because we have that's what happened. The distemper started. So when there was these 2 dogs that we rescued, and it was on Sunday, and there's no vet open on Sunday. It was late evening. So I myself don't even know. See, so we put it at the back there with some dogs there. But we don't mix up, but their own cages lah. But normally puppy love to eat food, but these 2 puppy doesn't seem to eat very well. And then I never think it would happen a distemper. So I decided to take them to vet to check, and then they were tested positive, and that was too late already because distemper is airborne, and we have fan fixed onto the wall for the puppy, things like that. So it started to spread from behind to the front and right to the front again. So we got about 20 dogs that died because of this distemper thing. So that's why I always advise people not to bring the dog direct to me. You want to help this dog, you have to do your part. You have to take them to a vet because we don't have a van or a team that can go and rescue the dog. So you see the dog, you know, just take them to a vet, just to at least stay down there for like to defree, deworm, and then test it for distemper. But then again, doesn't mean you test and it's show negative. But usually it's after the jab, the vaccination, is where they bring out the bacteria. So now we got 2 new cases that with the rescuer take to the vet, and then it been there for 2 weeks, and they had their vaccination just a week ago. And yesterday, Dr. Chia called me until they all tested positive for distemper. So then again, we don't know actually this thing will happen. So normally I will advise people want to bring the dog to my shop. You have to do your part, and after the vaccination, stay for 10 more days before you can come to my shop. Because we know it will trigger out the virus out. So this is what happened. And now a lot of people don't understand. We don't have the money lah, this and that. I said, I can pay. I will pay. Normally I tell them I will pay, you know. So you can keep the dog there, or you can bring to my panel doctor. But if my panel doctor has your distemper virus there, I won't advise you to go there. Then we only got 3. It's either Dr. Lien, Dr. Chia, or Dr. Aiman. Dr. Aiman don't do boarding. Dr. Chia and Dr. Lien, they do boarding. So the dog is kept there, and it costs us a lot of money. You know, it's not just live there and then free. You pay for boarding, you pay for the what do you call it, the medication, you know, and then some more they do treatment if in case of wound, and then they will do the vaccination. All these are money involved. You know, so that's the reason why we're using social media now to get some donation to help all these dogs, because we don't have the means. We don't have so much money. So on my part, I always ask the people, you all rescue this dog, can you all please share some or get some donation from your friends to help the dog? Because every day there's call, every day without fail there's call, every day. It's not one call, it's about 10. It's always, auntie, I found this puppy, auntie, I found the puppy, I found the puppy. It's all money, you know. You know what I mean? So just try my best lah, my means lah. Also within my limit lah, you know. How much I have in the bank account now, because we had to pay the vet. We don't want to accumulate. We try to pay off. You know. So this is what happened lah.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Eileen, for sharing those experience. So, Auntie Eileen, the second question is because you guys use Instagram frequently, right, to post those dogs information. So, I would like to ask that how do my pets haven't found out that social media actually help the shelter?
Okay, as you know, I'm an old lady. I doesn't know about Instagram. I don't know what's WhatsApp. That's all I know. So one day, there was this young little girl. Her name is Janice. I think you spoke to her, right, Janice? Janice walking. Then the time I have 11 dogs got power in Dr. Chia there. The bill was 11,400 something. They had to be there for 2 weeks plus, you know. Imagine 11 of them. And I just sit down there. I just thinking where to get the money. So she came in. She said, Auntie, you want me to help you to raise some fund, you know? She's very good in this stuff, in Instagram and social media thing. I said, yes, please help me. I got bill that I need to pay for this power dog, you know? Then she started taking video. We went to the vet. They started taking video of the puppy, and then get the bill, and then start introducing my pet haven and all that, what we are doing. And then amazingly, the money came in. We asked for help. Money came in. Oh my God. You know what I did before that? I love to dance. Okay? I like to dance. I do the line dancing, you know. So my sister, they used to go hang out in it's a free club in Eco Park where they have aircon and fan and live band. So we do our line dancing there. So I also talked to them. I said I'm short of fund for the medical bill. So my sister suggested that why not we organize a dinner, you know. So we organized a dinner, about 50 tables, you know. There I also raised about 11,000 plus. Wow, I tell you, I was so happy. I just don't know what to do, you know. So social media helped me. My sister helped me. So now with Janice around, she's the one who's doing all the posting and for adoption. And with rescue dog, we put up what the medical bill and what happened to this dog, what are the wound and things like that. That's how that's how the thing come about. donation coming in from social media.
So, Auntie Eileen mentioned that it's Janice the one who helped to started the Instagram, and I saw that my Pets Heaven Instagram account is about to exceed 30k followers.
Wow, 30k seems like a huge number, which means that a lot of people actually who know My Pets Heaven, right? Even if we all add on our Instagram account, we also can't exceed 30k followers in Instagram.
So everyone would like to gain followers for their account, right? So can Auntie Eileen share some tips on managing the social media account in order to gain more followers?
Okay, we have a student coming for volunteer works, right? So before they can come in for volunteer work, they have to click onto the social media to see if there's any slot, so we don't have what do you call that? I have 3 coming in and then another 3 coming. They don't like because we're not allowed to have many people in the shop. The most is of 4 people to 3 people. So with the social media things, Janice have to what do you call that? To make sure that there won't be any clash of students that come in for volunteer work. So she's the one to arrange everything. So with the social media, then when they come into the shop, they learn about My Pets Heaven. They all start joining in as I won't say member, as a follower. So this is how we multiply the follower by introducing people to the shop and do some volunteer works, and some also we tell them our problem, and this is how the donations also come in, also partly from the students, and they start making cakes, or they start selling cookies and everything to help us to boost up the donation, and also partly through social media. They will send everything to Janice, and Jenny will post up everything. When you buy something, we give 10% to My Pet Haven or things like that. So these are the things that she's doing, which I'm not good at all. Like I said, I only know WhatsApp. I don't know anything. I don't even dare to click on it unless you ask me to click on it. I scared it will just erase. During my time, we don't have this type of thing. We don't even have a phone our time, So it was a great help through social media and Instagram. It really helps a lot. Janice really did a very, very good job. The credit should go to her. I'm more on the rescue, things like that.
Okay, so for the following question, Miss Eileen, would you mind that you can maybe like sit nearer to the screen, or your laptop or device can like put nearer, because your place is quite wide, right? So we will listen, your voice will be a little bit soft. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so for the next questions, we know that having the good content only we will be able to gain those followers, right? So what type of content that My Pets Heaven will be posting to attract those followers and bonding with us? For instance, posting some images, posting some videos of the dogs, or even reels. Mirabelle, do you know what is reels?
Oh, the Reels that is the brand new features of the Instagram that similar to TikTok, that uh able for user to create short video.
Oh, I don't know about this stuff. All I know is normally when we rescue a dog, we will tell Janice, I will send a post how we rescue the dog, and then we get video and telling what happened to this dog. He have a big wound, or he was being abused and things. She will post up. She's the one who managed it, and then from there people will see what is going on. There's where the donation coming partly, and also and then what the dog we have now for adoption, we'll post up, and then it will attract a lot of people in the sense that we also have a promotion by Roy Canine for starter kit. When you get a dog, you get a starter kit. So these are the things that will attract. But I wouldn't like to use the word attract, because they only go for the prices or go for the promotion item. So what we want actually is a good owner to get a dog, find a home for the dog. I mean, get good owner by through social, through Instagram, we will tell a story about the highlight on the dogs and things like that, And the free gift, the promotion is to partly what do you call that? Get them started in a way because they will give you a soap lah, shampoo lah, things like that, and then we will guide them how to use it lah. And also it's a very good what do you call that? How should I say? Through social media, through the promotion also from there, people can promote our place, my pet haven, and where to when you do. I mean, when you get a dog for adoption, you come to my pet haven, and then we have a lot of questions to ask. We don't just give the dog like this. You have to answer a few questions like, you own a dog before, and then we have to see your car porch, a picture of your house, and you have to pay up the neutering fee before you can collect the dog because we want to control the population of stray. So we will set up all these things and make sure that people want to adopt the dog is not it's free in a way, but also pay for the neutering fee. We don't want any money. The dog actually is free. But like I say, we want to educate the people about neutering. And a lot of people doesn't know that. They always argue. I want a male dog. Everybody wants a male dog. I say why? Auntie, if I take a male dog, then I don't have to pay the $300. I say no. Equally, male or female need to neuter because male is the culprits that make the dog pregnant. Auntie, don't worry. If you lock up in the house, the dog won't go out. But I say accident do happen. If your friend coming to your house, you got a postman coming, or somebody saying good, they just open and then the dog ran out. And all you know, the dog go missing. They elope with the girlfriend, never come back. That's a male dog. And then during mating season, they come up with big wound and come back. And then what happened? They will just abandon the dog. So with the what do you call that? With the our term and condition, people tend to be very careful because of the $300 they pay. So most of them will take their dog, like for female 6 months come back to neuter, and then male dog a year or until the balls come out, maybe 8 months to a year. And then also, if you are using your own vet, we will refund back the money to you. Some we adopted in Kajang, Seremban, we have far as Penang, So people will do it there and then we refund back the money to you. So this is part of using social media to guide them their term and condition before you come forward to adopt a dog.
So I also saw that actually my pets haven't had update the Instagram story, right? Like every day there will be a story of dogs and talk about dogs. Is it Auntie Eileen?
Yeah, we want to update people what happened to this dog. You see, when you get a dog, a wounded dog, or you rescue a dog, you put in a vet, people want to know what happened to the dog because they do the donation. So we have to update. So Jenny's the one who always update. I'm the one who always go and take the video. And ask Dr. Chia, what's happened to this dog? Is he eating well? Is he doing okay? So we need to update. It's very important. You don't just take the money and just forget about it. So we need to update. So it's so important that people know that we are genuine. In order to people to trust us, we have to really show that what we are doing. Not just say take the money and go to the next one. Then we always update. And Jenny's the one who always update people. And then update when the dog is okay for adoption, people come forward to adopt the dog. So it's very normal for us to actually update and tell people what's going on. Not just keep quiet about it and people don't know what's going on.
So as we have mentioned, right, the reels or stories or even any posting on social media, we need to have a caption. So can Auntie Eileen share on like how to decide a captions, on how to write attractive captions to catch audience's eyes, like what kind of concept to use in writing a caption?
That's Janice. I'm not good in all this.
So is it be like more to story, like talk about the dog stories? Is it a dog cat story, right?
Yeah, normally we will, like I said, we will get the picture and all that. We will update people, and then through the caption, you call that, write about them, their behavior, their character, so people can come forward to adopt the dog. So this is the main aim of it, lah. So she will every now and then to highlight, just to tell people that this dog is really ready for adoption. And this is a caption you record it. I'm not good in all this. I'm not good. So sorry.
It's okay. I also saw that in the caption there were also like write the rescuing process of the dog. Is it?
Yeah. I think so because like I said, I depend on her. I only use WhatsApp. And sometimes I say, Auntie Aileen, you click this one, you can see this kid, and all I see is story. Like I said, even senior dog can be adopted. Even adult dog can be adopted. There are people who always are looking for puppies. So amazingly, we have 2 senior dog adopted, and they are doing so well, watching TV with the owner for 2 hours. So even their dogs are adopted already. Even 1 year, 2 years, we still ask about it. We still bring back the highlight about it. Doesn't mean senior dog cannot be adopted. A lot of people prefer senior dog because they don't bite things. Right? If you get a puppy, they will bite for 18 months, keep on biting, and then you see puppy returning to the shop. So this is the reason why Jenny is always posting about adult dogs. We want our adult dog to be adopted as well, And people are amazed what we actually about this dog's character, So they will think, wow, this is the right character for my house, things like that. So we need to update all the time, not only the puppies, keep on changing. So to my surprise, we have 2 senior dog adopted, we have also adult dog adopted, and we allow fostering, like I say, and you can come forward to foster the dog, and who knows, if you fall in love with the dog, the dog won't come back, you adopt the dog, things like that. So we allow 2 weeks to be, if you are interested in fostering the dog. But most of them don't return the dog. I'm not saying your sales gimmick, it's just that partly you want people to feel how it's like to have a dog, in a sense that to feel it, how is it like. People say dogs are so noisy, but they are noisy dogs. So we want people to understand more about dogs. So there's the reason why Janice always rewrite and highlight. So please come forward to the shop and take it to foster for a while, see how it goes. This is all the highlights she will write, all the highlights. God knows I don't know about Instagram. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Miss Eileen, because when you mention highlight, right, it's actually also it's a function in Instagram that you can put those. Because I saw my Pets Heaven Instagram page, it has a lot of highlights that different kind of dog, what is their story and how they recover and how they find a forever home, right? And the story that I feel touched the most is about Winter. Do you still remember Winter? I love Winter so much. Actually, I'm very interested in adopting Winter because I've already have my dog, right? And my parents don't allow to get another dog. So but I saw Winter now has a good life, and I'm very happy for her actually, because I think Instagram really has the power to let the audiences know that how is the dog story from first she abandoned by her owner, right? Because I saw her owner abandoned her in front of your shop in 6 a.m. in the morning. You see, I still remember because everyone and audiences, they can refer back to the highlight function in Instagram, so they can see back what is the story of this dog and the journey, how she come through from abandoned by the owner and lastly find her forever home that loves her a lot. So I really love Winter so much, Miss Eileen.
Winter came by just last week, because the owner found another puppy while walking Winter, So he said, Auntie Eileen, can you please help me with this puppy? And then she did her part. She took the puppy to deflea, to deworm, and then do a vaccination and kept it for 10 days before sending to me. So while she's doing that, I said, send me a photo first. Give us a photo, cute photo, like wearing a hair, wearing a scarf, so we can post first while you're doing your work, while you're doing your vaccination, whatever, So equally, somebody came, says you want to adopt. Now the dog is called Mochi, the puppy. So I got a chance to see Winter. Winter came to the shop, So Winter is one dog that is blind, but amazingly he knows how to find ball. he's blind, he cannot to play the ball. And now we say, is he blind? He can see or not? But then he's totally blind. His eye is green in color. And he's very quiet. He never asks for anything. He sits in a cage. He want to pee and poo, he will whine. Then we take him out to pee and poo. We even take him to the beach. He can see, he can feel the water, he can swim. So amazingly. So a lot of people say, okay, we get a blind dog, PTS. PTS means put down the dog. And then we got one latest one, we have Koba, has a three-legged, it's a three-legged dog. We never put down, we don't put down the dog unless the dog cannot eat. They really don't want to eat, they want to fight, so we will put down. But like Winter, like Koba, like Toby, we got few dogs that is three-legged, they also adopted, like Toby is one of them. And also, we will give second chance, second chance unless, even though we got no much limited space in the shop, but we still get them in a room because they need a room because it's three-legged. So what I'm trying to say is, even how bad is the dog, how badly the wound is. Like for instance, Hope. I'm thinking it's kind of a Hope now, right? The one that want the dog to die when we rescue. Hope. The one that cannot stand up straight. Hope is still in the vet now. We still get a second chance. Dr. Cha just called me 2 days ago, said that Hope didn't want to eat or drink anymore because she got tumor of about 3 cm, got 2 tumor. I think it's time to go. I said, let it be natural. It's been 1 month plus already. It will cost a lot of money. I can tell you, it will cost a lot of money. With them feeding him hand feed, because he cannot stand up to eat. So we still give chance. Be surprised. Some bounce back. Like distemper dog, some bounce back, we give chance. We take them to get antibody jab. We give them chance to bounce back. Heidi, I'm sure you heard of Heidi, it's one of them. It's a distemper dog, Heidi. Bounce back, it's supposed to be dead and gone, but she bounced back, so we give chances. So doesn't mean the dog is sick, you just put him down. You know what I mean? We give a chance. So then we start writing story, like highlight, and people come and forward at a dog, you'll be amazed. There are a lot of kind people in this world that we don't know. So with the help of social media, these are the people when they see us, they come forward and adopt. So it's so important to us not to just PTS the dog like that.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eileen. The answers really help us a lot, and we would like to, so now we will be opening a Q&A session for everyone, and everyone is welcome to ask questions regarding managing social media platform or questions that are related to My Pets Heaven Shelter dogs. You can type your answers, you can type your questions in the chat box or comment section below. Miss Eileen Lee will try her best to answer you all.
Hi, good morning, Miss Eileen. I'm Josephine, one of their lecturers. Today I'm supporting them, and I also want to listen to you because it's a personal interest in animal shelters. I'd like to thank you for doing such a good job. Auntie Eileen, I have one question. How have you been staying afloat throughout the past 18, 19 months during COVID-19?
Hi, Miss Eileen, can you hear us?
Miss Eileen, you need to switch on your mic.
Okay.
Sorry, Auntie Eileen, I think your mic is muted, so can't hear you.
Okay. Can you ask the question again? I didn't get you. I didn't hear you just now.
Okay. Sorry. So my question is, how have you been staying afloat for the past 18 to 19 months?
Aiyo, Maggie me ah. Cut down cost lah.
Oh,
Okay, so far, we got no problem with eating or what we call a lot of people are still donating money, not for me to eat, me for the dog. So I've been keeping well lah. And then people adopt the dog, they come to the shop. We do sell things in the shop like dog food. When you adopt a dog, people buy things from us like toys and water bowl. So these are things that generate the income in our shop to stay afloat, for the rental and all that. So we have boarding as well. Boarding not so much as now. It's just that through adoption we collect a lot of fun in the sense that like I say, buy the dog food, the toys, the bowl, and then we will teach them how to take shower, and this time we recharge them a bit, and then these are the things that keep us afloat, keep us sustain, like guiding them all the way, like buying pet towel, things like that, and we don't go anywhere, so we don't use money. Like I say, I eat Maggie mee most of the time. But it was a challenge lah since the pandemic, and not much people come out to buy things, but we do house delivery lah, and people give us donate dog food to us, so we don't use so much of spend money on our own dog food. People donate to us the food that the dog eat, the canned food, dog food, and people tends to buy. They also buy food for us to eat as well. They order Nando's, my favorite. So these are the things that keep us going lah. There are always people coming around to help lah, and so that's why I'm still here today. Thank you.
thank you very much, Miss Eileen. So based on what I've just heard, I think you're trying to say a lot of them are based on your word of mouth and also your people who have always been helping you lah. Okay, Auntie. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So here is the questions for Auntie Eileen. So during the pandemic, like how do my pets haven measure a suitable adopter or adoption through online? So how to measure like is this person suitable to be a adopter?
Okay, normally they will call us up that they want to adopt a dog. So first of all, we ask question: are you staying in the apartment? Are you staying in a condo or in a landed property? So we can actually introduce a dog to you. We will not advise people to have a male dog when you're staying in an apartment or a condo, because it's the way they pee. And I'm sure you've seen a male dog pee, they will lift up the leg. And then the wall become yellow, your floor become yellow. Then in the air, after hard day work, you look at them, you give up the dog. Okay? And end of the day, the dog is either locked in a cage, or they're locked in the toilet. There's no freedom for them, or they're wearing pampers. Which is not good. They tend to get rashes unless you're a very frequent changer of the diaper. Every 2 hours, put some cream and things like that. So it's not worth it, because the dog, I'm very happy if a dog has freedom to run around. All right. So I rather they get a female dog. Oh, cannot, Auntie. Female will get period, but you can neuter when they are 6 months. Once you neuter, when you do the spaying, female dog we call spaying, else for male dog we call castration. All right, and one way is called neutering. So you can spay the dog, and then she won't get period. She won't get baby. It's very neat and very healthy, and it's very clean. Then people come to understand. Oh yeah, people are so afraid to get a female dog. So like with the word of mouth, I mean not with the word of mouth, then we recommend, we will introduce, we tell them, we explain to them. So these are the terms and conditions. We need to know your house, landed property or condo, things like that. And secondly, do you own a dog before? All right. And thirdly, about the neutering fee, you agree to pay or not? And if you ever have a dog before and you want to know what happened to the dog, how it died, then we can guide them. So there are about 6 questions you could answer before we let you adopt the dog. And then we want a picture of your car porch. where the dog will stay. Are they in good hand or not if the dog is with you? And then we tell them, puppy do bite things. Are you all ready for it? And I don't want you to return the dog after, because I already tell you puppy will bite things because they're teething. They will bite things until 18 months. Oh, like that lah. Then don't want no. See, then you get a senior dog or get an adult dog that is really don't bite things anymore. Even adult dog is still bite at 18 months, So this is our term and condition before we allow you to adopt a dog. This is our term and condition. We are very strict with it. You don't pay the nutrition fee, you don't get a dog. It's not that we are action about it, we are proud of it, but it's just that we want to control the population of the stray. So this is our guideline.
So they will also fill in the form. Is it post on the social media Instagram account that they can fill in the form, then only filter whether they are suitable or not?
The filling up the form is when they come to the shop to get a dog. So before they fill the form, they have to fill out. They have to go through my WhatsApp. Then I will choose the candidate. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They have to fill up when they come to the shop. Only fill the form and we take photograph with the owner. But we also want them to update us when they go back home. We want a video and see how they put the food and the water. And we will give a measuring cup, how much to feed, to not overfeed your dog, they get diarrhea. And what are the diseases to look out for, because they're all a rescue dog. Normally when they adopt the puppy, usually it's either one vaccine is done or 2 vaccines is done. But we will tell them they are not allowed to go out until the 3rd vaccine is done. And then what are the diseases to look out for. And one more thing is very important about it's a heartworm, which a lot of people don't know. Why? Until my dog's only 7 months, he just collapsed and died. You know why? Some people, they adopt the dog, they are so clean, until the dog dig hole in my garden, so the dog is tied up 24/7 with a short chain. You must don't get the dog, don't adopt the dog, return back the dog, we don't want you to have the dog. And then with the light off, there's a lot of plant around, so and there's a lot of mosquito. Eventually, the affected with heartworm is transmitted through mosquito. So we will guide them, when to take the heart guard. For the first 1 year, they cannot do the jab. They have to use oral, and how to feed, and what date. And so in order every yearly, you will do the vaccination, deworming, and heartworm jab. So we guide them all the way. We'll guide them thoroughly all the way. Then you understand. Then we let you have the dog. Some people, say, oh, we got no money to do all this. We say it's a family dog, sir, ma'am. It's a family dog. It's a family dog. You have to take care like your own baby. Money can earn back. I always tell them money can earn back. Because they're going to still live with your daughter, with your children, with your family. So you have to take care of them very, very well. Also, it's not that just because I adopt a dog, I got so many questions to be asked this and then. There are people who just off the phone like that, so it doesn't matter. These are people we are not interested in. So we are really serious in taking adopter to come in to take dogs.
So here is also a question, Auntie Eileen. Is social media a good platform for you to notify if there are any stray dog or cat that need to be rescued? Like social media, a good platform to notify you all?
It is a good platform. Just like I say, it's within our means. We don't have space. Number one. Number two, they have to do their part. Don't just depend on us. They also do their part in taking the dog to a vet, to help us. We don't have so much money to go around unless you help the dog and then you get the X-ray done, the wound to check up with the vet. So once you send us everything, got all the details, then we put up in the social media and the platform to get donation. But people don't say, Auntie, there's a dog sick, run a car. Can you come and collect? I said, I cannot. I don't have the teamwork like you know, just one call, we just go straight and get the dog. We cannot. There's only two of us working there. So you have to do your part in order for us to help the dog, you know. So social media do help a lot. People writing us to us, auntie, there's a dog here, there's a dog there. But sometimes we have to let them, we have to let go. We cannot take in, you know. But we tell them, just take them to a vet first, you know, get it thing all done so that we can know what's wrong with the dog. Then from there you send to our panel doctor, we will get rescue price. Then from there we put up in the social media so that we can help the dog. You know, you have to do your part. I cannot be doing it all for you all because I don't have the means to catch the dog, or we got a shooter that use a tranquilizer. I don't have all this. You know, so you want me to help the dog, you have to do your part, please. Just do your part. Then you call me and get me all the details, start the video on the dog, how it was rescued, and what the doctor. Then I will ask you to transfer to our panel doctor. Then from there we put in social media to get donation. Then we can help the dog. All right. And then they say, auntie, after helping the dog, what's going to happen to the dog? You're going to take in the dog? You talk like that one, no? I say it all depends because, like I say, mine is just a shop lot. But we got places in Johor, Segama, we got places in Kulai, also in Johor. These are the shelter that will take in our dogs. But that doesn't mean you stop there. You all put your dog there, you have to like 1 month at least buy some dog food. People still need, the dog need to eat, right? Oh, like that lah? Oh, cannot lah. It's not the way to talk like that, no. You must think, no. Dog need to eat, you need to survive. You need to at least pay some money. Sometimes they are sick, they will say, auntie, the dog you bring in the day is sick, no. Can we take to the doctor? Can pay some money? Yeah. Definitely we'll say yes, right? We can say cannot, right? It's our dog, ma. So we have one section for our dog, so we know it's our dog. This Mr. Kevin is a very nice person. It's free, but he at least contribute some during a month, maybe $100, so people are happy, ma, to buy food, ma, right? All right. And in Kulai, this lady is called Mei Jie. She first payment is 500 and 2 bags of food for life. That's it. And she take care of the dog so well. I have 20 dogs down there. I got no problem with my dog. How many years already? I think 5 years. So people must put them in their shoe. They also need money to keep going, right? So don't stop there. If you want the dog to go there, we can help you with the transport there. You know, but y'all once in a while just don't stop. Just pay, like bank in some money, like $100, so people are happy. You know, things like that. Like I said, money can earn back. All right.
And the last question. So, My Pet Heaven has just started a YouTube channel in June 2021 with one video, Shelter Dog's First Time at the Beach. So, does My Pet Heaven have a plan on what kind of content or how frequent to upload videos on YouTube?
It was a sudden decision that hey, why not we take dog to the beach because of Heidi. Heidi is a distemper dog that survived, you know, and then she took her dog everywhere, to the chicken farm lah, to everywhere. We said, wow, this owner is so good to take them out, the dog. So we start doing the same thing, like at least the dog get to see, not locked up in a cage or in a room. So we just decided on the spot. We just go to the beach. Where she go, we ask for location, we just send her, and we find it's so fun. The dogs are having fun, you know, things like that, you know. So we decided to after the MCO, we want to go down to Port Dickson this time, but we have somebody who adopted two dogs from us. He's staying in PD, and then he will let us know what time to go there when there's not many people. So we're waiting for his good news. Certain time that there's no people around, we can go there with the dogs and things like that, you know. So there's no time given. It's just that we will just go like this, and then we start taking video and put up in the social media. So whoever adopt our dog also can do the same. We will send location. You all can also take your dog there. You can join us there also if you want to go. We will, you know, highlight to you all, you know, things like that. But we don't actually have a time or frame that when we are going or organize. We just, here we go. We just go. You know, things like that. You know what I mean?
Wan Jun, you didn't turn on your mic, right?
Okay.
Sorry. So the Q&A session is until here, and thank you everyone for the questions. And we have come to the end of this sharing sessions. Thanks a lot for Auntie Eileen in answering our questions and sharing your experience in managing social media platform for My Pet Heaven. And we hope today's sharing sessions will be able to help you all and inspire you all in handling your own social media account in the future, and we hope you get something useful during this session. And please to help us to fill out the evaluation form, and you guys can scan the QR code in the slide or click to the link, and we will place the link here soon. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we wanted to say thank you to everyone for being here and spending your weekend morning time with us today to join this sharing session. And we hope you guys have learned something, and we really appreciated it. And we would like to give our honor to Miss Eileen Lee to give us a chance to be our guest speaker and share her experience. For further information, you guys are welcome to tag My Pets Heaven Instagram account and Facebook page to be a volunteer in My Pets Heaven, or even to discover more about the update about their cute animal foster and adoption.